Okay, first, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I am 34 as of 5:24 a.m. And I've decided that my 34th year, 35th year, technically, 35th year, this is the year that I'm going to fight the war with myself. I am going to be vulnerable, and I'm going to start that vulnerability by putting my anxiety that is every day and my depression on display for anyone to see. My hope is that it'll help people with their own struggles, and it will encourage people to get the help that they deserve. My mental health war, I don't know, I have to think of something cooler, a cooler name for that. Anyway, my battle really starts tomorrow. Today I've got errands to run. I've got to go do laundry, and I've got to go to a laundromat because my parents both have COVID. Happy 30-year anniversary of COVID, by the way. 3 years ago today is when COVID shut down the world. Happy birthday to me. So, anyway, my battle really starts tomorrow. I am going to a retreat called Find Your True Self. And as my therapist put it when we were talking the other day, this is literally all of my triggers, all of my anxiety triggers. I have been panicking since Sunday or Monday, just feeling constant panic and anxiety about what I am doing this weekend. I am driving a long distance, which most people don't know. I am convinced I'm going to die in a car accident, and I'm convinced all of the people I love will die in a car accident. So generally, I hate driving. I hate being in a car. And I also get very tired, and that's just, I think, a me thing. So driving a long distance, I'm terrified. But I've got an audiobook all queued up. I'm ready. It's 9 hours, and the drive there is like 4.5 hours, and then the drive back is going to be like 4.5 hours. So it's a 9-hour audiobook, and I think it's going to be good. Hopefully it's as good as it sounds. It's some young adult suspense thriller or something. I'll let you know how it goes. So I'm driving a long distance, 4 hours all by myself. And then I'm going to be in a new place. I'm going to some retreat area, resort. No, not a resort, but it's like a retreat place. And it's outside the Catskill Mountains. I don't venture to that side of this state. I stay in Western New York. That's my place. That's my safety. So I'm going to a new place. Directions and getting to that place, already panicking. Am I going to get lost? Guess who's preparing on showing up early? Check-in starts at 1. So I'm not going to be there at 1 to like mellow out my crazy. I'm going to get there at 2 because our first session is at like 3:15. So I give myself an hour just in case. Maybe an hour and a half. Because I should calculate for start or like stops and snacks and getting lost. Maybe I'll calculate earlier. Anyways. So I'm going to be with strangers all weekend at this retreat and sharing my vulnerability, which is something that we've realized I don't do. I never realized that I didn't do it, but I don't do it. But I am thinking that it might be easier to share my vulnerability and my innermost thoughts and the things that are coming out in therapy and the whole reason why I'm going to this retreat. I think it's going to be easier to share that with strangers than it would be for me to share this with the people I'm closest to. My parents, my friends, because I don't have any connection to them. And am I going to see them again? Probably not. So who cares what they go away really thinking about me? And that's what that's the headspace I'm trying to go into with this weekend. Is it's a safe space. It's literally the point is we're all there for this reason or other. And what if I'm probably never to see them again? Or maybe I'll make friends and really bond with people and connect with people and make lifelong friends. Who knows? But that's what I'm going in thinking. They're not going to judge me. And if they do, oh well. And that's a really big change for my mindset, because a lot of my social anxiety is triggered with the avoidance of being judged or feeling judged, which is why this whole story sharing journey that I'm doing is big. I've been thinking about it for weeks. But knowing that I can fight this and I can change the way that I've been for 20, 30 years, I want other people to know that it's possible. Because if you would have told me, even in my 20s, like if you would have, when I was in college and wasn't such a hermit and didn't have as much anxiety, like if you would have told me that I would be putting myself out there like this, I'd be like, yeah, okay, sure. No. So it's a big thing for me to do this. I'm also, as I've been working through my mental health journey, I was able to start a physical health journey as well. So the number on the scale wasn't great. I had a physical a few months ago. The number on the scale wasn't great, but I was like, whatever. But then I got my blood work back. my blood work was not good. Like, I mean, I'm not borderline dying, but I'm borderline like high cholesterol. Really should take a look at that. Also really low B12. Unrelated. But if you're tired, maybe try B12 because that has helped me with a lot of energy. So I'm also on this journey to be healthier, to lose weight, even though it's not necessarily about the number on the scale this time. It's more about building these healthy habits and sticking with it so that next year, when I go back for my physical next January or February, my blood work is good. And I am healthy, regardless of what that number on the scale is. Like, yes, I have a number goal. Yes, part of me is like, you set a really crazy goal weight. 135, by the way. Haven't been that since I was like 19, maybe. But that is my goal. Because I know with this, I can get there. And with the commitment that I've made for it to be next year, I have no choice but to stick with it. I have no choice but to keep going back to healthy choices. And eventually it's going to be a habit. I mean, I chose salad over pizza the other day. Went to the grocery store fully intending to get pizza. It was literally on my list because I was dying for pizza. And the pizza didn't look that good, but there was a Cobb salad and that looked delicious. So I got it. It was delicious. The blue cheese, a little much. It's an acquired taste. Anyways, tangent. This is my brain. So the mental health journey, my physical journey, it's all tying together. This thought distortions, these things that I have in my head, it's all connected. So being able to be however many months into the process of therapy and then decide that I want to have a healthier body, maybe that's why it's never stuck in the past. Like, I get 2 or 3 months in and I'm like, this is boring. I want cake or I want nachos. Like, I'm sick of this. Like, I just want to eat all the bad food, get takeout, whatever. But I think this, I know, and I'm telling myself this time I can do it and I can hit that number. So that is another part of the journey that I want to share as I go through this year, because really this year, it's going to be my year. And people say that, I always think it's kind of cheesy, it comes out at the new year, whatever. But the work that I've put in over the last however many months, and the work that I know that I'm going to keep doing and keep growing, I know that it's got to be good. It's got to be great. And it's going to be a year like I've never lived before. A year outside my comfort zone. I want to join groups. I want to make friends. Maybe a boyfriend, I don't know. I'm in love with someone, but it's fine. We won't talk about it. So buckle in for a ride. It's probably going to be a bumpy one. My life full of potholes. It's like driving down a road in Rochester or Buffalo after winter. It's just potholes, potholes, potholes. So if you see my face and you don't care, it's pretty, I got purple hair. Like, it's gonna probably stick out to you. If you see my face, don't care about the journey, don't think you're ready to hear, can't necessarily accept that level of vulnerability in your life, because I'm a judgy bitch. And it's from my inability to be vulnerable. So if you aren't ready for this part of your journey, or you're just like, I don't need to hear someone else talking about their issues again, I'll go on TikTok and laugh, or like, I'm gonna go watch dog videos, which is what I do on TikTok. Anyways, keep scrolling. I don't care. But if you know anyone who would benefit from this, benefit from hearing this, seeing the growth and seeing it almost in real time, share me with them. However, send them a link, send them my information, share a video, whatever. Or someone who could just use a laugh, because I'm hilarious if we're being modest. So there's gonna be some weird, sarcastic, funky moments happening. And if you think anyone could use that, share me with them. That is what I'm trying to do. I want to brighten your day, but I also want anyone struggling with their mental health to know it isn't forever. I have only identified as an anxious person since before I was diagnosed with anxiety. Like, looking back, I have been anxious since like first grade. And it just has cemented itself in me. So I'm like, this is just who I am. There's no changing. I'm just this anxious person who's convinced she's gonna die, or like that guy down the street as she's walking, like that guy in the van giving those drinks to that restaurant. He wants to kidnap me. Ooh, excuse me. I had my birthday Starbucks today. It was delicious. I haven't had Starbucks in a while. And my ice white mocha was... Anyways, I don't remember where I was going with all of this, but I think my point was, share me with people who need a laugh, who need to know that mental health can be fought, and this battle, while it's gonna be a hard one, I mean, it already is. Every day is something that I'm like, F, really? Like, we're realizing this now, or like, oh, these are connected, or it's gonna be tough, but it's possible. And I know now that fighting through it, that is what's going to give me the life that I never thought was possible for me. It's going to give me the things that I have told myself aren't for me, they're not in the cards. The universe doesn't have it planned for me. I'm just here. And that is a mindset that I've been living with for so long. But now I'm here for a reason. I was on a Zoom call, a preparation call for my retreat the other day, and I mentioned something about how I'm convinced I'm going to die just by leaving, going outside. And the one master lady, she said, "You're here, you have a purpose. You are here for a reason. You are still here for a reason." And I'm finding my reason, and I am making myself seen. I am making myself heard, because I have muted that part of myself for a long time. I don't know that I've never not muted it. So, like, if you think I'm obnoxious now, just freaking wait. It's probably gonna be worse. But if I annoy you, then I annoy you. And that is something I am training my brain to think. It's not a me problem if I am too much for you. If you have seen any of Elise Meyer's videos or anything like that, there's one line that she has, it's become a whole thing, and it's go find less. If you don't want to hear my story, you don't want to care, you're just like, she's an obnoxious girl with purple hair, who knows what attention she's trying to get. I don't care. Because you can go find less if you need to. And that is not a reflection of me. We just got like therapeutic there. Welcome. So thank you for the support as I do this, as I share, as I be vulnerable and uncomfortable and hate parts of every day, hate putting these things out there, but also wanting to share that some of these things are normal. Some of these things are normal thought distortions that a lot of people have. And they think either everyone thinks that way or no one thinks that way, and they're weird and they're strange. So I want that to be seen. So anyways, back to thank you for your support. Thank you for following me on this journey. Thank you for being a part of Anxiety Angela's army.